We were just talking during a break, because I remember I used to watch you work out in the studio in Paramount, and you had that, you had devised a thing with a television camera connected to Welcome back to Meet the Press.
I'm Lawrence Spivak.
Oh, no. Those aren't bad. No, just don't let people laugh.
Just use Crest, that's all.
Oh, I try to be serious with you, and then
Go ahead. I just wanted to see you react, that's all.
How long did it take you to learn to trust your instincts? You know what I mean? I mean, when you went out to Hollywood, you started making films, and the thing to do is take everybody's advice, supposedly, when you're new. And it usually turns out that the performer's instinct is my theory anyway, is right, and not the people who are giving you advice.
It is right.
Did you find that?
Yeah. I think your instinct, you have to follow it, because it's easy as hell to buy a ticket to get into the arena, but that one guy that's going, hi, you know, it's a whole different story. And opinions are important. You should listen to them. Sounding boards are important. But if you don't follow your instinct and you follow the words of those on the perimeter, you'll wind up being what they are, and you'll be what they think, and you're not your own man. Nothing's worth that.
There's a story about a film you made. It's in your book about filmmaking, and they told you to recut a film completely. Do you know the one I'm talking about? You made a film and they wanted you to recut it. And
Yeah.
Could you tell what you did?
Well, I told them that since they were my partners and they were putting up 50% of the money, they were entitled to their opinion. I disagreed with it. But as the director, I felt that they were entitled to the cut that they made mention of. And I recut the film, but I just juggled some sequences and never deleted a frame and ran it for them, and they looked at me when it was over and said, now you got a picture.
Having gotten rid of all that bad stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It ran exactly 86 minutes, and when I ran it for them, it was 86 minutes, and they thought it had greater pace and the marvelous.
Maybe it did, though, in a sense. I mean, they thought you had taken things out, obviously, and you hadn't.
But I recut it for release.
Isn't it a different movie when you recut it in ways maybe they didn't understand?
Well, when you have separate pieces of visual comedy, and one falls in slot 5 and one falls in slot 7, 5 and 7 interchange doesn't make the change in the structure of the film. Yeah. What I did was recut it the original way for release, and they still thought it was the same way that they said, now you got a film.
Yeah. Is that the one you
They're
put
going to love watching this.
Is that the one where you put put an executive, an actor playing the part of an executive at the beginning of the film, or am I thinking of another one?
No, you're thinking of another one. You're thinking, that was the Errand Boy.
Errand Boy.
Where I did a number on the executives through the actor, yeah. They were crazy about me.
Is it, I don't know, I don't know enough about you to know whether, can you tell them to just buzz off, even if you know that it will cost a great deal or that it will louse you up? I mean,
no.
What am I trying to say here?
I know.
You know what I mean? I mean, when you're rich and famous and successful, it's easy in a way to say, well, you know, go away. But
you don't do that. No, you have to respect the opinions and the points of view of those that are involved. But when you suspect that their opinions and their points of view are predicated on nothing more than being noticed, or look at me, I am justifying my position. Yeah. Well, then you have to play that game and say to them, well, you may have a point, and now you do exactly as you choose to do, but let them think you're doing it their way. Some of the best things I ever did was when I had them believe it was their idea.
It wastes time, though, doesn't it?
Yes, it's time-consuming, and it's unfortunate. But people in the theatrical world are supposed to be neurotic. Engineers, technicians, all of us that work together as a unit to produce a show or a film are supposed to be some kind of oddball people. When in actual fact, we're very concerned people that want to do the best we can with what we have to work with. And they really believe we're looking to sabotage them. We're not. We want to do the best for them. Some of our best customers are our enemies, unfortunately.
Be the title of your next book. That's
I
good.
hope so.
I like that.
You know, I started to depress myself from this whole discussion.
I noticed that. Is it ever depressing to you when people just want you to be funny at a time when you just can't feel it and don't want to do it? And I don't mean on stage, because you can.
Yeah.
Say, hey, Jerry, make a face, do a funny thing.
Oh, that's not depressing. That's more degrading, I think. Because you'd like to be considered a human thinking thing behind that comic guise. And again, instinct. Let me be funny if I feel like being funny. And I would love to make you laugh at a party, but don't invite me to the party to do it, because I'll know that. Invite me because I'm a man. Once I get there, I may create some laughter, but let me come as a person. When you know you're invited so that maybe you'll go, ha-ha, no chance. First of all, you don't go. So you spend a lot of time alone.
I suppose putting your funny teeth in front of the mirror. And We'll be right back. Stay
I was
here.
hoping we could get away from this.
You've just received the Nobel Prize. Now, if you do things like that, someday your mouth will stick that way, and you will never be able to get it back. Well, he certainly seemed like a nice fella, didn't he?
He certainly was.
Do you ever, to this day, go out in front? Can you still go out in front of a nightclub audience and just bomb? Is it possible? I mean, once you've gained all that acceptance and all that.
Sure, of course.
Really? I mean,
It's easy.
I can't believe it. Because you got all that going for you. You've got years and years of.
Well, that used to be the case. I think that when you had so much going for you, you could walk out and you were accepted and you could hardly do anything wrong, but not today anymore. We live in too bright a society. People are too aware. And the economy is such that you can't even wing a show and look to find marvelous, magical things that you used to do for fear that you may impair that show. And you have people sitting in a nightclub who are going for $80 or $100, and you better do everything you know works and do that 70, 75 minutes and be sure they've been entertained. You just can't, as they say, cock around anymore. You've got to go out and work.
Yeah. And yet, or they'll sense that they're not getting their money's worth, that he's just throwing this one away.
Well, you're just taking a chance.
Experimenting.
Yeah, you're taking a chance.
But you're an improviser. You can't.
I love to improvise, but within the context of what I know is solid, and I can always revert back to so that they will indeed get their money's worth. Whereas I used to jump away from what I had planned and just go totally insane.
Yeah.
And 2 out of maybe 4 of those would work. But you can't do that today.
Or do you still teach at UCLA?
USC.
Oh, I'm sorry, USC.
That's all right.
Well, I had one of the letters right. Or 2 of them, actually. Yeah. But
Yeah.
You did a film class. You do a film class there.
Yes, a class on direction. And it's really very rewarding. I learned a lot teaching.
You're actually on the faculty. Do you get a paycheck?
Oh, yeah, $440 a year.
Is that so?
$110 a semester, pays for the parking and tickets. But I'm very proud of that association with the university. It's the finest cinema school in the world.
You got giant success very young. When you first hit big, you were still in your
18.
teens. Yeah. Who did you go to for advice? You must have made a lot of mistakes then. I mean, there are rumors that you gambled all your money away, that you did all kinds of things at that age. How much of that is true?
Some.
Yeah.
And never gamble all your money away, or you're a fool.
No, there's a legend in the business that you and your partner had, something in 5 figures worth of a stock that would now be worth $400 million, but you were young and high-spirited, and
No, I had the stock. I bought Polaroid at $1.75 a share, and I bought 10,000 shares. And today, they would be worth about $19 million. But I sold them at $170,000 because I had a car payment. But I got some news for you, sweetheart. When you have a car payment, $170,000 is $19 million.
I'd like to have seen that car. You could have gotten a train for $100. Well, that's
No, but I sold it because I really thought at $17 I had done very well.
Yeah.
And I had no recourse. What I should have done was keep 5,000 shares, but I sold them all, and I bought my wife a brown coat.
Cloth?
Yes, she's a Catholic.
Oh, I see. They won't wear fur, is that?
You're kidding.
No, I don't know.
Don't you know that?
No.
Oh, of course.
I didn't know.
I've been trying to get the purple off her feet for 28 years.
Oh, dear.